Hello, and welcome back to the Morning Brew, where we start our day inspired. Grab your coffee, take a breath, and let's settle in for today's Morning Brew. I want to start with a quote that has been sitting with me all week, and it says, "The relationship that you have with yourself decides the quality of every relationship you enter." That one hits differently, doesn't it? Let's unpack it together. We talk about friendships and partnerships and marriage and family dynamics, but there is one relationship that quietly shapes all of them, the one that we have with ourselves. How do you talk to yourself? How do you treat yourself? How do you forgive yourself? How do you celebrate yourself? How do you allow yourself to rest, to grow, to speak, to take up space? All of it. Every pattern, every belief, every old story becomes the blueprint you carry into relationships with others. If you're hard on yourself, you'll tolerate people who are hard on you. If you don't trust yourself, it's difficult to trust others. If you're constantly abandoning your needs, you'll attract relationships where your needs aren't prioritized. Not because you deserve less, but because you can't give what you don't practice, and you can't receive what you don't believe you're worthy of. Let me share something real. There was a season where I felt drained in relationships, giving too much, apologizing too quickly, over explaining, trying to keep the peace at all costs. It wasn't the people that were taking advantage of me. It was that I was abandoning myself over and over again. And when I started reconnecting with myself, honoring my needs, setting healthy boundaries, being kinder to my inner voice, suddenly my relationships shifted. Not because other people changed, but because I did. I showed up differently. I communicated differently. I chose differently. And I no longer placed the weight of my worth on someone else's approval. That's what this quote is really saying. Your inner relationship sets the standard, the tone, the energy, the boundaries, the expectations, the love you're willing to receive. Let me break it down into something simple, something that you can take with you today. A healthy relationship with yourself has three pillars, at least in my opinion. One, self respect. How do you speak to yourself? How do you treat your time, your needs, your energy? Self respect isn't loud, it's quiet consistency. Number two is self honesty, being real with yourself, even when it's uncomfortable. I'm overwhelmed. I need help. I'm not okay. I deserve better. Honestly, is the root of every healthy connection, including the one with yourself. And third is self support, showing up for yourself the way that you would show up for your closest friend, with encouragement and grace and compassion and forgiveness and celebration. When these three are in place, your self honesty, self respect, self honesty, and self support, you stop entering relationships from a place of lack and you start entering them from a place of wholeness. All right, you know that I won't let you leave without something practical, something to put into motion today. So here's your challenge for this week. Ask yourself, how am I talking to myself? What do I need right now that I've been ignoring? Where am I betraying myself in the name of keeping the peace? And what's one small way I can support myself today? Pick one thing, one act of self respect, one moment of self kindness, one boundary, one decision that tells your brain, I matter too. Because the more solid your relationship with yourself becomes, the more grounded, healthy, and meaningful your relationships with others will be. Thank you for staying, for starting your day with me here on the Morning Brew. I hope that this episode feels like a warm reminder, one that you might need it more than you realized. Remember, you are worth the time, you are worth the care, you are worth the love that so easily you give to everyone else. And the stronger the relationship with yourself gets, the stronger every relationship in your life becomes. Have a beautiful day, my friend, and I'll see you here next time for a new episode of The Morning Brew.